My hair's still slightly wet from last night's shower. It's crazy. I had it all tied up, all of it, so it's like slightly wet at the back where it's been tied up throughout the night. I'm going to talk to you today about music and what music's been like for me personally. Like what music does for me now, and maybe some of you as well, I don't know, I'm sure I'll find out in the comments. I'm going to talk about my history with music, like what music I've been into from since the age of 9, because I can only remember what I used to listen to from the age of 9. I can't remember what I listened to before then, I just can't remember. But so from the age of 9, I started really listening to a heavy rock band called Guns N' Roses, which I'm sure you've heard of. I really got into their music. I mean, no other music could get in between me and Guns N' Roses. It was strange. No other music could get in between. Like Metallica tried creeping in, like no Metallica, no Iron Maiden. This is just me and Guns N' Roses, and then that is it. And that was it. I obsessed over them, and maybe I think it's an Asperger's thing to obsess over particular things. So yes, I obsessed over them, and I obsessed over their music. I would listen to nothing else but Guns N' Roses from the age of 9 until about the age of 13, 14. And by the time I got to 13 and maybe 14, my music taste just... I started listening to someone called Soulja Boy. I'm quite embarrassed to admit that. But yes, it was because I thought it sounded cool, and I was going through the stage of I have to be cool, I have to listen to all the popular stuff, all the stuff that sounds cool. And for me, back when I was 13, 14, I thought that sounded cool. Now I look back on that music, I think, that's what it was for me. I started listening to all that. I didn't really listen to heavy rock anymore, Guns N' Roses anymore. It just disappeared. When I got to 15, I started getting into grime. Yeah, I think it was just grime throughout 16, 17, 18, 19. It became hip-hop, and like rap hip-hop, like underground hip-hop artists. And this is where music changed for me. I started listening to some underground hip-hop artists. I got Loki, Akala, Immortal Technique, and others. And this is when it started having a noticeable influence on me. Well, it's because these people, for those who don't know who they are, they're underground, their lyrics are really intelligent, they're eye-opening, it makes you like almost question life almost. Well, it did for me anyway, personally. And they taught me that reading and intelligence is cool. They taught me that was cool, and it taught me how to like question everything. I don't believe what you're told, especially by like mainstream media and the government, and it really like made me question everything. And so that's a bit of an eye-opener, and it really impacted my life at the age of 19. And I was going through that phase from child to adult, because when I was 18, although I thought I was an adult, I was still a school kid. I was at college, but I thought I was a grown-up, but I was still a school kid at 18. 19, I started really changing, and I kind of think that it's got something to do with the music I was listening to, the hip-hop, the underground hip-hop. I mean, never I would listen to the mainstream stuff. I mean, the mainstream stuff never does anything good for you whatsoever. I mean, you may get some intelligent lyrics in the mainstream media, like rap, hip hop. It doesn't really do anything for you, I don't think, personally. I mean, if you think differently, just drop me a comment, let me know. By the time I got to 20, I started fading away from the hip hop, and I started getting back into heavy metal. This time it was Avenged Sevenfold. And I wasn't new to Avenged Sevenfold. I even started listening to a tiny bit of Avenged Sevenfold at the age of 14, early 15. It's strange. Now I got back into it at the age of 20, and there's a lot of that screaming stuff, and I really got into that. And I just kept listening to that for a year, and then I just got more into Metallica, and my music taste just changed again, all of a sudden, from hip-hop to heavy metal. It just changed completely. And also at the age of 20, I started getting into like peaceful music. Like you go onto YouTube, type in like 1 hour fire crackling sounds, all that sort of stuff, relaxing music for an hour, 2 hours, all that sort of stuff you can find on YouTube. I started getting into that, and I started getting into like those natural like sounds, the natural instruments. And now I'm 22, don't really listen to heavy metal anymore. Sometimes do. Now, this is my peculiar music taste. I don't really know what to call it in terms of genre. I listen to just random instruments. I listen to like a guitar or a flute, a lute, stuff like that. And now it really speaks to me, this music. This music really speaks to me. Like, I don't understand it because there's never any lyrics. so it can't really speak to me in that sense, but it penetrates me almost. It goes through me, and it, don't know, whereas you listen to some other sort of music, if I listen to heavy metal, it doesn't go through me, I just listen to it and I get slightly hyped up and whatnot and fantasise about playing a guitar on stage, but no, this music, it's different. And it's stuff like Jeremy Soule. If you don't know Jeremy Soule, he's done the soundtracks to the Elder Scrolls game series, and that sort of music I love. And what's better about it is I know that it's been played by musical instruments, or a musical instrument, not just made by a computer. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some great stuff made by a computer, and there is definitely talent behind it, yes. But for me, it's not as natural. It's not right, almost. It's not made by instruments, it's been made by a computer. And there are some great songs on YouTube, or like background stuff. I even put in the background of my videos. That's been made by a computer, and I think, it's nice, it sounds great, but it hasn't got that same magic for me. Whereas the magic in the music I listen to, like Jeremy Soule, for example, wow, it's amazing. And even just simple, like just a simple music instrument, like just a guitar or a lute, or a flute, like I was saying earlier, just that playing, it's just like wow to me. I can put my earphones in and sit with the music in, and it can take me somewhere. Like, it can really just take me into a different place. Like, I can listen to some of the Elder Scrolls Skyrim soundtracks, like the Tavern soundtracks, and it almost takes me back. It takes me into a bar itself, like a tavern style pub, and I'm just sitting there, fire crackling or something, and it takes me there. If I'm playing, if I've got like flute sort of music playing, it takes me to a different place. It takes me on the hills, lush hills, and greenery and blue sky. I don't know, it's different. It connects to me differently to any other music I've listened to. I know, like when I was 19, 20, there's hip hop, and it did change me for the better, I personally think. Or I know it changed me for the better. But this music now, it hits me differently. It connects with me. This music I listen to now, it connects with me. And that's the peculiar thing, because I don't really know any artists. So if you do know any artists, like Jeremy Soule or anyone similar to that, let me know in the comments, I beg you, please. And am I the only one that feels this way about this sort of music? Am I the only one that feels like this? Or is there other people that feels the same way I do? I don't know. If I'm not the only one, let me know in the comments. But this music, it does really connect to me, like no other music has connected to me before. Don't know. It's great. Maybe I'm just a massive hippie. You're probably thinking that. Yeah, come on, you're probably thinking that. I've got long hair, I'm wearing this, and I'm talking about how like music hits me. Whoa. But yes, this is my music taste now. It's a peculiar music taste, and it really hits me, and it's amazing. Like, I can listen to other types of music, and yeah, it's great, but this sort of music really hits me. I can just listen to a flute on its own. Oh, I can't explain it. I'm really bad at explaining things, but it just makes me feel like, wow, nice. A lute, or just a guitar on its own. I listen to some of the Elder Scrolls Skyrim, like lute. It's just a lute on its own, mainly just lute on its own, and I know it's a musical instrument. It's not been done by a computer, so it's like, wow. It's a simple music. It is like simple music, simple but powerful, and there's lots of talent behind it. It's great. So yeah, that's my music taste. If you understood anything of what I've just been talking about, then... So yeah, thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. It's a different sort of topic. Do give it a thumbs up. It does mean a lot to me, all the thumbs up, and do drop me some comments. I read all the comments. I do my best to reply to every comment that gets posted to me. And, stay happy. I mean, for me, this music helps me be peaceful and happy, because being happy is probably one of the most important things in this world. It's a saying I've heard a while ago: if you listen to the wrong type of music, you can become the wrong type of person. Well, that's kind of true, because when I was 19, I listened to all this like underground hip hop. It changed me as a person. For me, I thought personally it was the right type of music, and it changed me. And now I've got this music now, and it's changing me even more. It's like maybe my third eye is opening even more for this type of music. I don't know really, but it's crazy. Okay, so thank you for watching. Stay positive, stay happy, and see you next video.